Let us continue playing Atelier Rorona. When we last left off, we had begun the 7th assignment, and for this we have to produce not that. We have to produce ice bombs and spring cups. We also, sorry, don't want to do that just yet. Defeat 5 islefish. We've not met those yet. Defeat 5 iguanas. Make a mystery ankh. Make lots of ice bombs. We actually have to make 10 of them. Make a high quality ice bomb. Make 5 healing bells. Defeat the boss of the National Mines. And defeat the boss of the Otaga Ruins. So it wants us to do a lot of travelling this month. We also have a slightly reduced month because of an event that will happen very shortly. So we are going to go first off to Rorona's home and pick up our goodies for this month. So we received Night Ladies, Unis, and Beehives. Now, Night Ladies are a high-level plant item, and I think give us access to something interesting. I might be wrong, but I have a feeling that they count as a high enough plant for certain things. But we'll go back to the front desk, and we'll do some bits and pieces here, I think. Okay, Cordelia wants 2 tonics. These are easy enough, so we'll just go and hand those in. Special meat. Can definitely do that. We can't do the blessed coin for Leonella as of yet. Well, we could, but I'm not going to. And we'll see what you want this time.
Well now, I've got a job request for you as always. Okay, sure. Oh, hey, you never let me ask you, so you're gonna have to explain this to me today. Yeah, well, let's put that aside for now. Maybe next time, okay? Here's today's request.
Okay, so we need to make a ultimate wild scent from with price up 1 and 2.
Another, it's a secret.
Now, I don't think that's his price, but it is the ultimate, I'm sure it is. So we've done one of the requests this month. Since we have to make 10 ice bombs anyway, I have a feeling what we probably want to do, what's correct to do here, is to go make the 80 plus quality one right now. So if we do the item exchange here, grab some of these. Got 100 tickets left, but I think I am going to spend a few more and just make sure I've got enough to handle this. Largely because I don't know how many ice things we got anyway. So back to the workshop. Actually, before we do that, hand that in. We'll go and deal with the other requests that we got here. So the special meat. Which 1, 2, 4. What's we didn't actually give him one of these, but that should be fine. So we'll front desk, get that in. Gives us another request down. Gets us another star on the board. Or a couple of stars towards that request anyway. We don't have that one yet, and we need to do Estes. Alright, depending on how... on whether we can do it, we're going to go for the wild scent right now. It just makes a bit of sense to do it. Also should hopefully lead into Hagel's quest as well, which should be done fairly soon. So, wild scent. We're going to pick the 1. So let's filter traits. Price up 1. Gotta use that, unfortunately. This, if we have one... Okay, so we have price up 1 here as that. That's not going to be helpful. This might be a little trickier, actually, because if we don't actually have the things... Okay. And it's got to be ultimate, hasn't it? Let me just double check this, but this is to be good enough. Turn in an ultimate wild scent. So I think that means it's got to be over 100. I don't think we can do this one yet. Okay, well, on that basis, what we're going to do instead is we're going to make some ice bombs. And I think the plan right off the start of this is to make 3 and see if we can make quality 80 ones. We could definitely do this with these at the start. Definitely go with that. So that gives us that. It's close enough in quality that it'll be fine. Add last 2 and... Binding is quite nice because that also gives slow. I don't want them on sale particularly. And I've got to consider the things. So I guess we just go with this. And then we can put in a 99 supplement. Or... I think we need to make a 100 plus supplement at some stage for this, but fine. So we use the 99s just to make sure we definitely get the 80.
What traits do I want?
So quality, cost, forceful to increase the power, and Loner Slayer.
What should I make?
Okay, so that gets us Synthesis, 1 set, gives us a lot of ice bombs building up, and we have the high quality ice bomb done. Okay. But we don't have the wild scent.
Right.
We can definitely do the one for Tiffany at the very least, because we have that. And we can even do the one here, because we have that. And that might actually give us enough to just get the request done. Yes, okay. So we'll hand these 2 in, and think about handing in some ice bombs, actually.
Any progress?
Okay, so garden space increase would be very nice. Synthesis experience up would also be good. Soil level up sounds interesting. So I feel, based on everything, we actually want to get the garden space.
Keep it up.
So they're the ones who got registered, so let's do all 4. Okay. So we're going to have to make more of them, but that wasn't a bad way to start it. So let's go to Beefy's weapons store, register our better ice bomb, buy more ice bombs. Oh, also, we have new ingredients, of course. So we'll buy that. We will then buy our ice bomb back and our... I mean, it feels bad, but actually this is probably the correct thing. Just buy enough of those that we get the request done. We'll also go R&T Sundries and Pamela and just make sure there's nothing else we can't do at this stage. New Age Art. Oh, that's expensive. There's some regret happening a little bit here. And we still can't make the mystery arcs, so I guess we have to get that from where we're going, or we get it here. Nope, can't get it here yet. Okay, back to the workshop then. Got a statue, stylish cauldron, and lady's dumbbell, and the Monizer. Now these I believe are decorative items, and if I remember rightly, one of these is kind of important for right now, so interior. So we make one of those, resistance training, increases our level up. We can do stylish cauldron if we get the alchemy coal. which we'd have to, of course, make. What affects the plus? This affects it. What can we do to break this? If it's even possible. It's not possible to break that at this stage. And we have no new ingredients for this one. I think we do get some new ingredients that will work for that, so we can wait on that one. This will allow you to breathe underwater. However, we need to make quite a few bits and pieces for that. Fate Talisman. A bit of luck with money and make you smarter. So Zettel and Magic Paint. Magic Paint we would love to synthesize, but we need two things. We need tar liquid, which we can't make because we don't have any tar fruit. You see, there's a big chain of things we have to do here, but we'll get there. In the meantime, I do think increasing our garden space is probably worthwhile, so I will go front desk. Hand in the record Stirk. Should have gone to the hallway, really, but fine.
Any progress?
And turn in those. Okay, so that gets us over the line for now.
Keep it up.
So we'd love to upgrade the garden as well, but we'll have to work on that. So I think another 5 or 6 bombs should actually get us over the line. And we got to make some more anyway. So we've made one and we make another one in 2 days. I think that's fine. We can wait 2 days. I should also probably actually do decorating because this will stop me from actually just sprint up.
Does that look good?
Yes, it does. This is just purely so I don't end up losing some items just because I'm carrying that around. Can't make any more ice bombs because I don't have the snow things. But what else can I make right now? Can't make either of those. Can't make any pies. Can't make rainbow oil because we're missing quite a lot of stuff for that. Is there nothing I can make? There's apparently nothing I can make. I mean, we could have a go at making the wild scent because I'm sure it's doable. It's just so this has to have priced up too. We have exactly one item that qualifies that. This then needs price up 1. And I have exactly one item that gets that far. Hold on. I've got to read this again here. Because it's right, it will change into that rather than the individual ones because it... Turn in an ultimate wild scent made from those 2 ingredients. Okay.
What should I make?
So here's my thoughts. I can only put price up 1. But I can do that. Do that. And this would mean that we could make things which have price up 1 on them. A, is that worth it? And B, is that better? Alright. Before we do that, we do have more garden space. But if we're gonna upgrade the items, we need to do this properly and make sure we're using 2. because efficiency and loss of money, but more efficiency. So let's buy ourselves another ingredient seed. Back to the workshop and use 1 day to make 2.
What should I make?
So 2 ingredient seeds, use both of those, and we want to have Trade Sunset. So price up level 1. And we're going to use the meat here, and I don't need a second one with this, so actually we can now turn that filter off. So then it's just a case of keeping the level high, I guess.
What traits do I want?
So we still need quality, cost up, price up, living and established. Alright, so these now have 110.
What should I make?
We have synthesis again, and how far are you away from getting something done? 1 day. So having spent 1 day, we can now go and plant these and hopefully get us some price up items as well.
What should I... Does this look right?
Indeed it does. Okay. So basically, we traded Loner Slayer for price up from that one, and it's slightly higher quality, so we'll make slightly better items. We'll probably end up registering this one, actually, for the moment, but for now, let's grab our forest cabbage, and let's grab whatever we get from here. Price up milk, of course.
What should I make?
So we don't have a way of breaking that yet, so I'm not going to make another one.
What should I make?
Even though it's kind of the best thing we can make right now. The fact that it has to be ultimate... Ah, here we go. This is what we use the Night Ladies for. What does time do? Recover items effect last for 1 turn. Interesting. I don't think, even though we can, I don't think it's worth doing that just this moment. Even if we made it, we couldn't actually use the thing anyway, so...
What should I make?
I don't know, stop asking! It's better than normal synthesis results. So anything that upgrades our overall synthesis levels is gotta be gone for. So we're gonna make some alchemy coal. I registered this a while back and then didn't bother with it, did I? Because, you know, what needs alchemy coal? Nobody's asking for it. I don't even know if this needs to be particularly good. So I think we'll aim for the 50s and just use generic stuff for this. Okay, so another day gone. Another synthesized item made, and you can now go gathering. I think what we need to do here... Maybe not, actually. So I don't think you making ice bombs is actually going to change our situation any. Zettel could be, maybe. You can make nexus in 3 days. Those sell for a lot. In terms of price, going polywool or something would probably be better. But nectars we can actually kind of use. Comets take 5 days. probably one of the things we could make the most money out of is just making tinctures. But then they're not that useful to us. These are actually possibly genuinely useful, so I'm going to go for Surprise Nexus for the moment, because I think that makes the most amount of sense. Okay, so grab our freebie items. Go to the front desk, see if there's any more requests we can do. Okay, nothing yet that we care too much about. Alright, back to the workshop then. So we still need to make 7 more ice bombs before we're done. Unless I can buy the snow stones at Beefy's now, I don't think we can. No, not particularly. And we do actually have to make them. They don't have to be necessarily good, but we do have to make them. I think this is going to be spending our vouchers time. Because I can't think of anything we should be doing more than making these, so... Okay, so I think that's 6 that we can now make, and we might be able... That's one more. Let's make sure we can do it, rather than coming back. Okay. So we should now be able to make 7. Yeah, we can make 7 out of what we just done. So we now have everything we need. So, I think we're going to make a few more ice bombs. So if we make 5, that's the most efficient way we can do this. Unfortunately, making 5 means we run out of MP. So we need to wait a day. Also, we're running into that deadline, which I think means we're not going to be able to make them now either. Grab some flour. Grab some water and...
What should I make?
Okay, so we're definitely at that time limit.
What should I make?
So I can make 3. That means I'd have to make another 4, which means I would effectively make 5. That's probably the best way to do this on an efficiency point of view. Yep, so those... We don't need anything particularly great here, so we'll just use our low quality ingredients for the moment. And we have some 50 supplements, so they'll go fine.
What traits do I want?
It's still not too bad, actually.
What should
Okay.
I make?
So to 82, and now we're going on a trip. Do 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 do. It'll all be fine. It'll all be fine. I mean, there's dangerous monsters in the area we're actually going to, but it'll all be fine. So this is a bit of a weird area in many ways, because really it's 2 areas, but we can't access the second one for a while. You'll notice we had some breathing apparatus. Yep, there's stuff under there. Swimsuit edition! With Hom in the background, because it's fun. It's extremely useful. I think this eats up about 10 of our days or something like that. To the lake, we earn a trophy. And with that fan service out of the way, do we get any foamy water? Foamy water! Now this, I think, would allow us to make the... I don't know. There's 2 water items that are above this in quality. There might only be 1, actually. But we can now go to the lake, and we will need to go to the lake. Yeah, we lost 10 days, which is as much time as it takes to get there and back, but at least we get all the items for free. And yeah, we are going to have to go and do that next video, I think, because timing. Meanwhile, more cutscenes.
They look like they're having fun.
We are.
What's the matter, Corey?
Nothing. And don't call me Corey.
Those two have gotten so close lately. They must have a lot in common.
You sure seem calm about it. She's stealing your dear pupil right from under you.
I kind of like seeing my pupil enjoying herself. I guess I've matured.
Are you saying that I'm the one who's immature here?
So you noticed. Though I knew you would, Corey.
How could you? And don't! You're doing this on purpose!
You don't have to yell. It's not like they're gonna last very long.
What do you mean by that?
I'm not quite sure which way it'll happen, but...
Come on, tell me already. I'm so curious right now.
And any more scenes? Any more scenes? No, but we get 5 foamy water. Quality 60. A crop is ready to harvest, so we will go and do that. Lots of ice bombs. Grab that, grab that. In fact, we got 2 wards that the crops are ready to harvest, so we might have to plant early here. Yeah, we did. So we'll harvest all of that. And we will harvest... None of it had the plus... Oh, well. So I'm going to have to make 2 more, but I'm also going to have to register and buy more, I think. We're not looking at the well. We can make our money elsewhere. I have a ton of expensive items, I'm sure, but... Okay, so let's register... Oh, actually... Because of the awkwardness of this, I'm going to have to buy 1. Register from container the 110. And then buy another one. And then in future we'll be buying 2 of these. So, and yeah, the price went slightly up. And we're running out of money again. Okay, so plant that one and plant that one. Okay, so we got a bunch. We now basically doubled up our 100 plus item generation factory we've got going on at the moment, which is not bad at all. We'll put those in the basket, and we will put these in the basket. So I think what we want to check before we go any further. You've actually made 4 in the time that's taken you, and this says recovery M. I think we're going to keep on doing that because that might actually be useful for us later. Is the water enough to actually get us over the line of this one? Because if it is, that's kind of big. Oh, we need... It's not much though. This quality water will do it. So, we have an objective. We have an objective. I can also actually make the cauldron. This takes us 6 days, but I feel it's going to be worth it. So we have no item that's going to get anywhere near cracking this. So we may have to make another one later, but for now, any kind of increase to our... Oh, it's taking a lot of stuff though. I feel it's got to be worth it. Oh, 89. I'm not wasting 6 days and having a chance of failure, unfortunately. So we're going to do this. Make this upgraded cauldron. Or maybe I'll do this later. What can I have? I can have Hom actually go and make stuff for us at this point. So if we have Hom synthesize us some of these, and we're going to say surprise. And then I think we are going to go to the front desk actually, because there's a thing going on there. But we need to go and do all of the quests here as well, so...
What's wrong, don't you give me that. Why don't you just think back for a moment? Huh? What did I do? I honestly don't remember anything. I've heard rumors. Lots of rumors. Not ringing any bells? You had a great time? Great time? I'm sorry. I really don't... Think harder. I heard you went to the lake with everybody and had a blast. Oh, that! They just dragged me out and forced me into a swimsuit. No big deal. Well, it sounds like fun to me. I wish I could have gone. It would have been a nice change. I can see it now. The sun sparkling on the surface of the lake. Everyone laughing.
When we go there, nobody will be laughing. Monsters everywhere.
And then you have me, stuck here in the palace. I was invited, but I had to stay here. So I've just been chanting curses all day long. Oh. No point in crying over spilt milk, though. Just bring me along next time, okay?
We're not bringing you along. I'm sorry. It's just not happening. Just not happening. But we can see if there's any requests we can just do, because it'd be nice to actually... Oh, there we go. That one we can do. I don't want to give that to him. I can give out some polywool. We actually have quite a lot of this stuff. Well, it's we can't do for cheap enough, I don't think. So, okay, we'll leave that alone for the moment. We will pick up a couple of bombs just for security's sake. Maybe just buy a bag bomb, a barrel bomb, or something like that. And in the next video, I believe we're going to go to a new area, go exploring, see what we can do. So, I could go and possibly make that, but I guess we can do that when we need it. And we don't necessarily need it right now. Maybe. The problem is, and I'm just going to show you the scale of the problem here, it takes 5 days to get there and 5 days to get back. That's 10 days. So it's day 62 before we even do anything. The good news is there is only one new area. Actually, no, they're wrong. There are 2 areas after this. But... okay. We need to do some prep, though. Part of the prep is making sure we have tonics for the foamy water, because we definitely need some 80 quality foamy water. Just if we can get that spring cup up to level, that's going to be massively helpful. The tinks means we're using less expensive stuff to make the cauldron, which I approve of. We might even...
What should I make?
what's that based on, actually? So based on a mystery item, we might be able to get a better quality mystery item. It may be possible. We should also hopefully get some other stuff for this. So... stuff, things, and whatever else. Until next time.